Welcome or welcome back to Trouble with Tish. I'm Tish and I be Trouble. And today's Trouble is the very first in a long line of Samplefests.
Troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat. Remember to forget the future and the...
Alright, so what is Samplefest? Samplefest. I have recorded 3 videos of Aware Test Wednesday with using samples that I have received. Now, because the first 3 videos are already recorded, they are more like individual videos that I will have to try to edit together, and the next month's Samplefest videos hopefully won't be recorded like individual videos. I will know already what I will be doing with the videos, so I will record them as such. So, without further ado, welcome to the very first Samplefest. Welcome or welcome back to Trouble with Tish. I am Tish and I be Trouble. And today we are going to be getting into trouble with a Wear Test Wednesday of sorts. I am going to be putting together a series of samples. So welcome to Samplefest. Alright, like I said, it's a Wear Test Wednesday, but it's a special one because it is a sample fest. We are going to be using up my samples and seeing if any of these will work for us. Today we have the Kevyn Aucoin, the Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation. We have those samples, and then we also have this Glass Glow face that I would like to try out. So I have primed my face with the Hydrating Professional because this is a dimethicone based foundation. Or it has dimethicone in it. Anyways, I believe what I'm supposed to do is to mix the Glass Glow into the foundation. Give me a second and I will be back. I have to go wet a sponge because I didn't do that. Alright, we have the dampened beauty sponge from AOA on one side and the BK Beauty 101 for the other side. I think I am going to use the Prism Rose. It seems like it's going to be the right. This is what it looks like. I'm just going to scrape that off and mix it in with the light foundation, because I am definitely not medium. Actually, I might have to take some of that medium and mix it in. This looks a bit light. Alright, that is the consistency. And I think I am going to put just a smidgen of this medium shade in and mix it. That way I'm not running around looking like a ghost. This would be a lot easier if I had one of those little foundation tray things. Alright. We're going to do the sponge on this side and see how it works out. Right off, I see I should have probably put just a little bit more of that medium shade in there. But I can always warm my face up a little bit with some bronzer and contour. Alright, we are getting some coverage. It is not full coverage, but let's see how we do with the brush. Alright, we are getting more coverage with the brush. I'm going to take this and kind of reinforce the coverage on this side. Alright, and then like normal, I'm going to pounce it out with the sponge. Alright, I took the smallest amount of this medium and kind of brushed it over just a little bit with the clear crystal glow. It was looking pretty pale. It's still looking pretty pale, but so right now it is looking pretty decent. Let me zoom you in so you can see as well. It doesn't seem to be clinging too badly to any of my drier skin. It's not accentuating any of my pores. Not really looking too hot on this little blemish here we have left over from that She Glam mess. But for me, it never looks decent on pimples. I haven't mastered hiding pimples. So far it looks pretty decent. I am going to go put on the rest of my face and come back and show you how it applied. Alright, so let's go through the makeup. I used the ABH Cream Bronzer in Amber. I used the Moira Love Heat Cream Blush in I Want You. I used the Queen Eyescream Beauty Stick Highlighter. Not really a fan. I used the MAC Pink Pot in Soft Ochre. For my brows, I used the AOA Studio Slim Brow in Dark Brown, as well as the Eye Sculpt Eyeshade Brow Gel in Dark Brown from Juvia's Place. I primed with the Hydrating Professional. I believe I already said that. For my top, for my tight line, I used the Avon True Colors Glimmer Stick in Blackest Night. For my waterline, I used the She Glam Chromazone in Subliminal. For my lashes, I used AOA Studio Scarlet. For my mascara, I used the Milk Makeup Kush Waterproof Liner. For my lips, I lined with the Beauty Vault lip liner in Cozy Kira, and the lippy itself is the long-lasting liquid lipstick from Ofra in Pasadena. Let's see, I used the Kosas Cloud Set Feathery Pressed Powder, as well as the Morphe Jeffree Star. It's the Never Ending spray. Alright, and then for my eyes, I used the Complex Culture Full-Time Edit 3, as well as the Copacetic shade Light Stick, the Copacetic shade Tenacious, and the Glam Shop shade Goldsmith. I feel like the makeup applied beautifully. No moving around my foundation, none of that. The foundation has warmed up to my face and is looking a lot better than it did when first applied. I mean, it didn't look bad when I first applied it, but you know, there's always room for improvement, right? So I am having higher hopes for this than the last few that I have tried. So I will be checking back in a few in like outside so I can show you what it looks like in natural lighting. Hopefully it looks decent because that would be a bummer. All right. So I will see you, well, for you in a couple of seconds, for me in a couple of hours. All right. Yeah, it's the day has definitely been too long. Okay, so I totally forgot to do a check-in so you could see what it looks like in like daylight. And I just did like a whole outro and we had to push stop. And apparently I never push record. So now I'm recording. So it's been a fun day. All right, so let's check it out. Let's check it out again. It is 10:58, which makes it almost 11 o'clock, which makes that a 13-hour wear test. 13 hours, and it's been a very, very long day. Very long. So, conversational distance. It looks decent. Close up, I noticed that it is finally separated. The foundation hasn't separated, but like I can see there's foundation on this side of the wrinkle and foundation on this side of the wrinkle, but not foundation inside of the wrinkle. So it didn't look like that a couple hours ago. So there is that. Here, let me zoom in and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so let's hope this is second time's the charm. We have lost coverage on the chin. There is still coverage here. Blush, bronzer, and highlight are still intact. It has clung a little bit to the dry spots right here between my eyes. That's usually where I get most of my dryness. And then hair and wrinkles. You see that a little bit more pronounced? I got foundation on either side, but none inside. You can tell right here in this wrinkle. All my business. But that is what we're looking at 13 hours. So let me zoom you back out. You don't need to be all up in my face. All right. So I've been looking in the mirror all day long because I've had such hit and miss with the last Kevyn Aucoin, couple of Kevyn Aucoins that products I've used. So I kind of wanted to keep checking in on this one. I don't know why I forgot to do a daylight kind of natural lighting check-in kind of thing, but it's been a long day. But I'm going to repurchase this. I like it. It was nice all day. Not so much now. I mean, conversational distance, I can't really see anything wrong with it, but like I've lost a little bit of coverage on my nose here too. Usually I lose coverage like all through here on my nose because I'm constantly blowing my nose and, you know, I have a tissue in my hand at like all times. But so far I've only lost coverage kind of around the tip. So that's something. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting some more of this. This is the Kevyn Aucoin, the Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation. Now this is also the one that I liked the concealer of, the Etherealist concealer from Kevyn Aucoin. And since Kevyn Aucoin, not cheap, I'm excited I got a code. Alright, so right now they have it for 30% off. Looks like there are 16 shades. It's normally $50. Right now it is $47.20. Illuminate the skin with the Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation. This lightweight foundation is a medium buildable coverage packed with moisture to deliver a naturally radiant finish. Key ingredients: hyaluronic acid, jojoba seed oil, light diffusing particles. It is 0.95 fluid ounces or 82 grams. The cushiony lightweight texture goes on silky smooth and blends effortlessly for comfortable wear. Formula combines a unique blend of ingredients to help boost hydration with light diffusing particles and high definition pigments that enhance skin's appearance and create a smooth canvas on which to build any makeup look. And it's dermatologist tested. I'm gonna have to go in and find my shade. I obviously can't do that right now because at 10 o'clock my phone turns into everything goes black and white, so that I cannot do any midnight shopping, because who wants to try shopping in black and white when you're looking for colored makeup products? I kind of I put myself on restriction because I have things I have to pay for. So we're not allowed to shop after midnight. We're not allowed to shop after 10 either. Someday. Alright, so I'm just getting goofy at this point. So for the Kevyn Aucoin, the Etherealist Skin Illuminating Foundation. It's going to be a yes for me. I like it. I'm definitely going to be purchasing a full size and in the right shade. I'm excited. And they have a sale right now, so hopefully they have sale tomorrow. I can't buy anything right now. I need to be saving some money for a very important trip. All right, so I hope this helps somebody. Go ahead and leave me a comment. Let me know. Have you tried this? Did it work for you? Was it absolute garbage? Was it the most amazing thing you've ever put on your face? Or was it just kind of eh? Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Even if you just, like, when I go to somebody's video, I watch their video, and I will leave purple hearts. That way they know I watched their video, and, you know, or at least when I can comment, sometimes sometimes I watch during, like, cooking. And like, I'm not touching my phone with chicken fingers, so we don't leave any hearts on those videos. But like, you know, I watch. I feel bad because sometimes I can't leave hearts on people's videos, and I'm just like, well, crap, how are they gonna know I watched? So leave me some hearts if you can, if you don't have chicken fingers. All right, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Ignore the late night goofiness. I'm way past my bedtime. All right. I hope every single one of you has an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Welcome or welcome back to Trouble with Tish. I am Tish, and I be Trouble. And today we are getting into trouble with more of the Samplefest. All right. So today's sample, we have the Saie Glowy Superskin Weightless Hydro Bounce Serum Foundation. And you may be asking, well, how are you going to get a full face of foundation out of that? And if you haven't been around, you wouldn't know. But I went to Sephora and I got a little sample pot of it. So I cheated. All right, so the full size of this is 1 ounce or 30 mils, and it is $40. I don't know how many shades they have on Sephora, but on the Saie site, they have 36 shades. All right, so about the product. A lightweight serum foundation with medium buildable coverage that brightens and leaves a luminous finish, blends easily for a hydrated and seamless second skin appearance. All right. Says you have to shake it because it will separate because of the skincare ingredients. And it says to gently press into your skin with your fingertips. And then after that you can use a brush, but you need to press it in like skincare. The Hydro Bounce Complex, cross-linked hyaluronic acid, non-equilibrium hyaluronic acid, polyglutamic acid, rice bran peptides. All right, hydrates, moisturizes, and brightens and plumps the appearance of skin. Sugar-derived squalane, which lightweight mega moisturizer that locks hydration into skin. Polyglutamic acid delivers immediate and long-term plumping benefits to the skin. All right, we have shade 7. I'm going to prime with the CxC London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer, and then I'm going to just apply with my fingers, and it says you can press it in with a brush after that. So if I need to, I will use the BK Beauty 101 brush. Alright, this does not have much coverage. Before I set it down, I want to zoom you in so you can see what I am looking at. Alright, so like I said, it's not much coverage. It isn't a case of that it looks bad or anything, but it is tacky. So I'm going to set it down with the Kosas, and I cannot do that yet. I am going to need to do the rest of my face. So I am going to apply the rest of my face, and then I'm going to set it down with the Kosas Cloud Set in Feathery. And I will be back and I will let you know how the makeup applied and how it's looking. Alright, I used the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. I used the Ciate London Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. I used the Kosas Cloud Set in Feathery. Used the Natasha Denona Aloe Cheek Duo, the bronzer half. I used the Unearthly Cosmetics blush in Tangerine Dreams. I used the Aesthetica highlighter in Starlight. I used the Maybelline Sky High mascara and the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Zero. I used the Keys Soul Care. It is a tinted balm in Inspiration. I used the Wonder Woman palette that is right here. I don't want to take it down again. And then I used this single shade. It is called Cold Case. Alright, so the makeup applied beautifully. Let me zoom you in and we can look at how it is sitting on my face. It doesn't seem to have a bunch of coverage, but it's not patchy or anything. It's not really drawing into lines too much. We're off to a good start. All right, so I will show you what it looks like in natural lighting. Then I will be back later on tonight to show you how it wore. All right, I didn't do a daylight check-in, so we don't have that, but I have been looking at my face all day, which I normally do when I am doing a review, and it's been looking pretty decent. My blush, bronzer, and highlight are still intact. However, I've lost coverage on my chin and on my nose. Here, let me zoom you in. Alright, so it's looking pretty decent other than it's bunched up in my nose crevices. It's a little bit patchy on my nose and right around here. The rest of it seems to have just kind of faded. So it's kind of a mixed bag for me. It has been almost 10 hours. So where it's wearing, it's still wearing strong. So that's a good. But not really a fan of it bunching up by my nose. But of course it wasn't like that all day. It's more of a more recent development. It's looked pretty good all day. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy it, but if I had it and I needed to use something, I'd use it. So if I had a bottle of it, I had a full-size bottle, I would use up the bottle. That wouldn't be an issue, and I'll probably use the rest of this sample. So there is that. Yeah, I would use it, but I won't go out of my way to purchase it. There are some that I would go out of my way to repurchase. If I lost my House Labs, I would go and buy another one. I have in fact bought two. I bought the original shade that I bought is way too dark, and I had been tan at that time because I burnt myself outside painting shelves with my husband. So the original shade I got was too dark. So I gave that to Renee, and then I got my correct shade. So I have bought two things of House Labs, and if I run out of it, I'm going to buy more. That's just all there is to it. This, once I run out of the sample, I'm not going to purchase it. It's decent. If you have it, use it. But I would say I'm not going to go out of my way. $40, yeah, no, I'm not spending $40 on it either. If it was like maybe $10 cheaper, no, I don't even think. Maybe if it was like in the $20 range, I would buy it. But yeah, I'm not gonna spend $40 on it for sure. Anyways, I hope this helps somebody who is looking at the Saie, what is this? The Saie Glowy Superskin Weightless Hydro Bounce Serum Foundation. That is a mouthful, holy crow. So if you have skin concerns like mine, actually, I don't think that it has anything to do with my skin. I think it just, that's the way that it wears off. Because it's not clinging to dry spots. It's not accentuating the texture in my skin. It's not crawling inside wrinkles. So yeah, I think it's just, it's a serum foundation. So it's supposed to be lightweight. And it has been. So it is a it's a decent wear, but I'm not going to go out of my way to purchase, like I said. Alright, anyways, I'm just repeating myself at this point. Like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Stick around. We have lots more stuff in store and lots more foundation samples to review as well. Alright, I hope every single one of you has an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Welcome or welcome back to Trouble with Tish. I'm Tish and I be Trouble. And we have another wear test today. This will be a part of our Samplefest. So, alright, so Samplefest, we got a wear test, and this is with the YSL All Hours foundation. We have a sample, of course, and we have light cool 1, light neutral 3, medium cool 2, medium neutral 4, dark cool 7, and dark warm 5. Those are the shades that we have samples of. So a full size of this is 0.85 ounces or 25 mils, and it is $60. It comes in 40 shades. About this product, Sephora says, a breathable liquid foundation delivering up to 24 hours full coverage with a weightless feel and luminous matte finish for a flawless looking complexion. Alright, notable ingredients: hyaluronic acid, known for hydrating properties; jasmine petal, known for brightening properties; and vegetable taurine, known for nourishing properties. Apply with a brush fingers or a beauty sponge. So I'm going to say that light neutral 3 is probably my best bet. If we need to darken it or lighten it, we can with the other samples. And this will be our sample. We have a dampened no-name beauty sponge for this side and the BK Beauty 101 for this side. I have primed with the Laura Geller Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer, and I can't really show the consistency of this. It is quite watery, however. All right, we're going to see how it... There is a fragrance to it. I can smell it. It's kind of a fruity scent. We're getting some light coverage. It's a good shade match. We are getting some light coverage with the beauty sponge. Let's see how we fare with the brush. I immediately see just a little bit more coverage with the brush. Oh, that was good. I covered up my eye look. I have to go over and fix my eye look. I'm going to pounce out what I have here already with the sponge. All right. Let me zoom you in so you can see what we are working with. All right, so I feel like it has clung to every bit of dry skin I didn't even know I had. I'm looking at my face and all I'm seeing is my grandmother's foundation from when I was young. And you would think that in, 40 years, there would be quite a few advances in the makeup industry, especially in something that goes on your face like foundation. It's bunched up and patchy. It's bunched up here. It's bunched up all over here. It looks like, if I look at it in my 10X, it looks like I'm trying to cover up the worst case of eczema on my face. It's gross. From conversational distance, looks fine. But up close, it's not fine. It's gross. Okay, so it is set down. It's dried down. It's not tacky. So I am going to put the rest of my makeup on. I'm going to set my face with my setting spray. Maybe add a little bit of hydration back into it. I'll come back and I will tell you how the makeup applied. And hopefully it will look a little bit better. It'll have warmed up to my face or something. I don't know. But hopefully it looks better up close. Because it's bad already. And I don't want to have to wipe my makeup off again because it'll be the second time today. So, let's pray. Pray for me. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's go over what I used on my face. I used the Stardust shade in the Morphe 8L Highlight and Contour Palette. I used that for my highlighter. I used it for my inner corner highlight and my brow bone. For my bronzer, I used the Kevyn Aucoin, the Sculpting Powder. I used for blush the AOA Studio Hush Cream Sheer Blush in Passion. Quite like that. For eye primer, I used the Trace Loose Something in Light. It's an eye primer. We're not even going to butcher that. For my lips, I used the Key Soul Care. It's a lip balm and Inspiration. All right. For my brows, I used the, what are you? Morphe Micro Brow Pencil in Java. For my tight line, I used the Avon True Color Glimmer Stick in Blackest Night. For my waterline, I used the ColourPop Raw Beauty Christie in Marigold. For my mascara, I used the Milani Highly Rated Anti-Gravity Mascara. Kind of liking it. For lashes, I used the AOA Studio in Alexis. For my palette, I used the Profusions Emeralds. And for my primer, I used the Laura Geller Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer. And to set my face, I am using the Morphe Jeffree Star Never Ending Spray. Alright, so my makeup applied awesomely, no problems. It didn't move around my foundation any. My face actually does look a little better close up. It looks fine at conversational distance. I will try to get a daylight shade check so you can see what it looks in natural lighting. And then come back tonight and show you how it wore. Wish me luck, we need a good one. Alright, so this is my shade match in daylight. We are in the car. I can't really see how it's looking. Yeah. It's been looking alright. There's a little spot right here on my nose. It's not too great, but like, it's not horrible. I got fuzz on my face here. I do have to go to the store. I'm not gonna be embarrassed to go to the store, so I think we're doing okay. It's a lot better than I thought we were gonna be doing at this point. Sorry, my car is making funny noises. I don't know what that is, and I'm gonna have to take my car in. But yeah, so joys of owning things as opposed to, like, you know, renting them, right? You own a house, you gotta take care of all that crap by yourself. I think it's bullshit. But whatever. But anyways, I just wanted to hop on real quick and do the what I'm looking like in the daylight. Alright, see you later on tonight. Alright, so comfort level of this foundation is great. It's actually so comfortable. I was gonna go to bed, and then I looked in the mirror. I was like, "Oh, well, you got a full face of makeup to wash off, so you should probably do the rest of your video." So yeah, it is comfortable. It has worn off on my forehead. It's worn off on my nose. There's a little bit of bunching here. It's worn off on my chin. My blush, bronzer, highlight is still intact. It's kind of just worn away gracefully. Now it has been, so it is 9:59, so it has been 11 hours. So it's worn away pretty gracefully. Let me show you what we're looking at here. So there's not really any coverage on my forehead. My blush and my bronzer and my highlight are all still intact. It's a little bit bunched up here on my nose, but other than that, it's just kind of worn away. So, I think I might actually purchase a bottle of this. It looks pretty decent while it's being worn. It didn't look great to begin with. It was really worried me to begin with. But it warmed up as soon as I got the rest of my makeup on. It kind of warmed up to my face, and it seemed like it was it's a matte foundation, but it seemed like it was a little bit hydrating. Just a little. It didn't seem like it was like drying or tight or itchy or anything like that. My face feels nice and hydrated. So I don't even know if that's a thing. Like, it's a matte foundation. Usually a matte foundation isn't gonna offer you any hydration. Yeah. And it says it's a weightless feel. I can't feel it. I was gonna go to bed, and then I realized that, you know, my eyes are green. So I would say, yeah, I would say I would buy it. I'd probably wait for it to be on a sale, because $60 for a foundation is a bit steep for me, or I'll save up gift cards from walking. But yeah, I would purchase this if it was on sale. It doesn't have to be a great sale, just a nice little sale. Yeah. So for the YSL All Hours foundation, I'm gonna say yeah. I wouldn't spend $60 though. $60 seems a bit steep for any foundation. If my House Labs was $60, I don't. For House Labs, I would pay $60 for House Labs, but don't tell them that, because I don't want to pay $60. I want to pay I don't even want to pay $40. If they want to lower the price to like $15, even $20, yeah, let's get them to do that. Broke is broke. But yeah, I would say this is a go. For me, this works. It's nice. Alright, well, I hope that helps somebody figure out whether they're willing to spend the $60 on it or not. But if you do spend the $60 on it, it's not my fault. I swear it wasn't me. Alright, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, stick around. We've got a whole drawer of foundations to review, along with a few concealers. So, yeah. I hope every single one of you has an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.
Troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat.